Gonna bum to be a noise.
What, dude?
Oh. I didn't know.
We just started. Okay.
Oops.
Well, that's the beginning of this podcast. Hi everyone. We're the number one podcast in Kazakhstan. I don't know why, but sure. Welcome to the Crazy Elise podcast. It's mainly going to be me and Aries. Sometimes we'll have my sisters, maybe my grandpa in there every once in a while. This is gonna be a good one. But let's just explain kind of like the sitch at first, and then we'll get into our first topic.
Yep.
And so what we're going to be doing is just chilling. Oh, you want it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can explain it.
So basically, this podcast is going to be about, like, random things, different things. Mostly about every now and then we'll do, like, random stuff. For this first episode, we're going to be talking about, like, nothing really related to the actual podcast or the channel. But most of the time, I think we're going to be doing, talking about, like, upcoming things for the channel and events.
And we're just going to be sitting back, eating. Sorry if you can hear the loud chewing.
And the loud AC in this room.
Yeah, this is not the greatest spot. But, yeah, we're just going to be chilling back, grab some popcorn, relax. And thank you to Anchor for this app. It's not really a sponsor. I'm just saying thank you for making a cool app because it's really cool. And if you want to go on to the Anchor app, our podcast is the Crazy Lead Podcast. And you can reach us, at the email 24blarcy@mypanthers.org. And, or wait, no, redo it.
It's
that's my school email. Wrong one. Don't message me there.
It's the crazylespod@gmail.com.
Yeah, sorry, I said my school email, but all right. Do you want to just get into the first podcast or first topic?
Subject? Yeah.
First topic. My bad. All right. What should we do? Paranormal experiences?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to go first?
How about you? You'll go first.
So am I just saying, like, what? If
Just
I've had
anything. Any paranormal?
So actually, it's kind of weird that you bring up the topic paranormal, because recently, like this past week, I've been really into paranormal stuff. I've been watching,
Really?
I've been watching Sam and Kobe, mostly, like their older videos when they did like haunted exploring and stuff. What else? I've been watching like Ghost Hunters, the TV show.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I used to really like that show.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I think that there can be like not really ghosts, but I feel like the spirits. Like, I don't know.
Okay. I understand.
I feel like they do exist because like there's so much evidence pointing to them actually being real.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's see, a paranormal thing that happened to me. Trying to think. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. I don't know.
Any like sleep paralysis or something?
Yeah, I've had multiple sleep paralysis.
Really?
There was this one that was like really fucking weird to me. So I was like asleep. I had my red clock that gave off this red glow throughout the entire room. This was before I put my LEDs in my room.
Oh.
So
I haven't been to your room in like 4 years.
So I woke up, couldn't move, so I looked to the right, which was at my desk, and my clock pointing at me on the right. And I see it's like 3:23 a.m.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, this is not a great time to be awake. Because it's like known as the devil's hour or something.
3 a.m. Oh, yeah, 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m. Yep. And basically, I just start looking around, trying to move and stuff. And I kind of scan the room in like a circle kind of part. And like, at first I look to the right where the clock is, then I look to the left where my wall is. And I start moving my eyes to the right, kind of looking around. And I get to my window, I look out the window, there's nothing there. So then I just keep going, and I get to the foot of my bed, and I just see, like, this dark figure, like this face, kind of looking towards my direction or away from my direction. And at this moment, I didn't realize, but when I went to sleep that night, my closet door was open.
Oh, really?
So I was looking straight into my closet, which is never a good sign.
Did you see? So wait, you saw something? Or?
Yeah, I was kind of peeking, like, so my bed's elevated.
Okay.
And it was kind of peeking over.
Oh my god! Like at the end of your bed?
Yeah. It looked like it was gonna grab my toes or something.
Oh my god!
And
that is horrible.
I blink.
I'm sorry.
I blink and I can't roll my eyes. I blink and I see if it's still there. Like I squeeze my eyes real tight to see if I can clear them up or something. And it's still there. And then I look over the clock again, and all of a sudden it's 3:33, which is horrible.
That is even worse.
So I look back, and it's gone. It's not there at the foot of my bed anymore. So I'm like, oh, maybe it was just me, my mind playing tricks on me or something. And I again start scanning the room, and this time, it's not at the end of my bed, but it's in the corner by my door on the ceiling.
What?
Yeah.
What it looked
And then
like?
I wake up. It was just black figure. It was like all on fours, like kind of standing like a Spider-Man kind of thing on the wall in the corner.
Oh my god.
And then I close my eye, like I blink because I'm scared, and then it's gone, and then I can move again. And then the clock actually said 1:24 a.m. It never said 3:33 or 3:24.
That is creepy. That actually gave me a chill. Not even.
Yeah.
That gave me a chill. I don't like that. Anything else other than sleep paralysis? Any weird movements or anything? Because I've had a few. I'll get to that in a sec.
I'm not that I can remember.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I've had a few paranormal experiences. This is like you said, like when being into paranormal stuff, I used to watch Dang Matt Smith a lot, like his paralysis or like scary stories. It's not really paranormal. What are you? Are you cutting up Pringles? You're cutting up Pringles box. Okay. Like, Alyssa, stop. That's enough. Oh my gosh.
All right, keep going.
Like I said, I used to watch Dang Matt Smith and his old scary stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
and,
he was funny.
Yeah, he was. But just kind of like a correlation thingy. But like I was saying, I've had a few experiences with like moving objects. And the first one was like when I was in like 3rd grade, maybe 4th grade. And I'm not lying about this too, because there was another girl who saw this and was like, what? And so what happened was I was sitting at the lunch table, and you know how our school was like so hot, and there was like, especially the lunchroom.
Yeah, because there were so many people.
Yeah, there was there was no AC at all either. Yep. So I was in. It was during breakfast, and I had chips that I brought from school. It wasn't given by the school. I just decided to bring them because, you know what, screw it, why not? And it was like basically full. I just got like a bag, and I just didn't really feel like eating them, and it moved across the table, and. Like, I don't know how this happened.
Like, were you trying to reach for it and move, or was it just moving?
No, it was just moving by itself. I didn't, like, push it back. Yeah,
was there any wind or anything?
No AC, nothing. No, I don't know how an AC would be able to push a full bag of chips.
Well, even, like, were you sitting by the doors? Like, by the...
No.
Well, because usually when those doors were open, there was a really strong, like, air flow.
No, I wasn't. I was sitting, like, in the middle of the cafeteria, actually.
That's where I usually sat.
Yeah, it was like... Yeah, I used to sit at your table, but then I left after everyone called me toxic.
What?
Yeah, remember...
I call you I don't remember that.
Oh, well, yeah, everyone said it was the second most toxic person at the table, and I got really offended, so I was just like, nope, not sitting here anymore. But
I don't remember that, but okay.
Oh. It was like 7th grade. But I ended up... Yeah, I just ended up freaking out. I've had 3, actually, total experiences, and the other one... Actually, I think one I was with my girlfriend, but one of them was
So recent?
I think so. I'm not sure if I was or not. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was with you. I don't know, but
what was the situation?
So there was this like piece of paper, or not piece of paper, but it was like, what was it? Stop cutting that Pringles.
Just keep going.
There was this like bag thing, and it kept moving, and like it just like moved around at random times, like in like a circular motion almost. And because the chips actually pushed, like they went like away from me. I wasn't trying to grab them, but they like moved away.
Yeah.
But like this one kept moving in like circles and stuff. This was recent too. This was maybe like a month ago, and yeah, I don't know. It just scared the crap out of me, and I just really didn't like it.
I don't think I was there. I don't remember that.
Oh yeah.
Well, you want to talk about your Ouija board?
Ouija board? Oh yeah, the Ouija board. I forgot about that.
The Ouija board?
The Luigi board. The Luigi board. Oh.
Right.
So.
Anything with that? That was scary?
Well, it was from Toys R Us, so I don't think it was not real. But we'd mess with my sister and pretend it was real, and like obviously move the thing because that's what everyone did.
Zozo.
And Yeah, we just mess with them all the time with it, and they thought it was real because they were like 7 years old.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, and yeah, it was just, yeah, I don't know. And do you remember the Charlie stuff?
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, I used to mess with people too. I remember the specific time where this was a little bit more recent, maybe like 5th or 6th grade, but we were watching a movie, right? And during this movie, me and my friends decided to sit in the back, and I was like, bro, we should try out that Charlie stuff. And they're like, yes, let's do it. So obviously I didn't do it, like blow the pencil right away.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to, think I was sus. And like, oh, you just wanted to mess with those.
Yeah.
But I blow it like the 4th time, because everyone was getting annoyed after like the 3rd, so I decided to blow it, and everyone was like freaking out. And mind you, they were like 5th and 6th grade, so they probably could have caught on too. So
God, I was so good at blowing that thing without anyone realizing.
That's
like,
what
I go like this, and I barely open the smallest part. And
I just go like this. And
well, then they'd say, "Oh, if it's not Aries, then close your mouth." And I go, they don't suspect that thing.
That's amazing. All right, are you ready to move on to the next topic?
Sure. What's the next topic?
Next topic. Let's see here. Have you ever had any like, what's the word, like,
sexual activities?
No. Let's see here. Topic time.
Never good at this.
Let's see here. Have you ever, like, do you believe in aliens?
I believe that there's extraterrestrial life somewhere. Like, I'm not talking about plants. I'm talking about
just
like
somewhat human, intelligent.
Yeah, I'm talking about like animals, because people consider, because plants are living things.
Yes.
Like, yeah, and some people can. Well, I guess scientifically they're called alien. What's it called? Plantation. I think.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like figures like that are like humanoid figures. That's the fucking word. And I'm talking about that. I'm like, if the what's it called, the space or galaxy, whatever, is infinite, then there's got to be at least one other habitable planet.
Yeah, because there's billions of galaxies, and we live in the Milky Way, right? And that's just one galaxy.
Yeah, and there's like infinite amount, I think.
Yeah, so
because if space is infinite, then there's infinite amount of galaxies.
What if a space isn't infinite?
Well, what's at the end of space?
Exactly, but how do we know it's infinite?
Well, because we aren't been able to go very far.
Well, exactly.
What's in a black hole?
Well, that's a fair point. I think it's nothing. I think it's legit nothing. I guess what happens to you, you die so fast, you get torn to pieces and basically you get melted alive, basically. And you die so fast that
what if you don't die? What if you get transported to a different area?
Yeah, it's true, because
what if black holes are wormholes to different areas and no one can ever get back?
Because I don't think anyone's
spits you out.
I don't think anyone's ever been in a black hole.
There's got to be at least one person.
Oh, probably. But how do they know they got stretched?
Exactly. You don't know. No one knows anything.
I feel like we're just
after a black hole.
Do you know what's funny? I feel like we're asking like basic questions that everyone has like either thought about or already know the answer to, and we're just dumbasses. And we that's probably us.
Like honestly, no one is able to know what's on the other side of a fucking black hole.
Like, what is the end of space? Do you think it's just like, because heaven is supposed to be like, I can't remember if it's a triangle or like a big box, but it's supposed to be this big box. Obviously, like somewhere, but yeah, it's supposed to be like this big box. So maybe the whole entire universe is one big box.
What if we are someone's science fair project and the holes are dots, like pokes in a box? Oh, okay. So I saw this thing on TikTok where this guy was explaining, if like we were all in a simulation, then that would mean that the people before us had to have made us, so we would have to either be the first or the last, since we haven't made simulation before. And I think, no, we'd either be the second one or the last one. So because of that, like people before us, if we were in a simulation, since we haven't made, figured out simulations yet, since we've only been able to like scratch like what the potential of VR.
Like the surface?
Yeah. Since we haven't been able to like get further than that, really. I mean, technological updates and upgrades are happening like really fast.
Oh,
And
I just cracked my neck.
and I think like I don't remember exactly what it said. It was a while ago, but he said we'd have to be the second or the last because since we're working on it was just the last because we haven't advanced enough to make the simulation yet.
Okay.
So it was either we're the first or we're the last.
Okay.
Since we haven't made any yet, then we don't know if there's anyone behind us. Since we haven't made any yet, we could be the first.
Exactly.
Since we haven't figured it out yet. And we'd either be the last because someone
really,
else could
This is a
made
really
it before us.
debatable like topic, and I feel like people can get so
some
mad.
random question.
Let's talk about politics for a second.
No,
on the
ew.
podcast.
So, you ever think about
Obviously, I
this?
was joking.
Why can I see out of my eyes? Why was my conscience born into this body? How come I wasn't born in your body? That's what I always think. Like, why can I see
Oh
through
my
my
God.
eyes instead of someone else's? That's what I think. Like, why is my
Like, how
life
is your
right here?
spirit
How-
this one? How did it chose to be that one?
Yeah, how like it's so weird. Like, oh, it hurts my brain to think about because I can't
If
really
you think about
describe
it, we're extremely lucky to be alive.
Oh, wait, I wonder if I have that video still.
Yeah, but if you've ever thought about it, we're extremely lucky to be alive, actually.
There's
And,
like a 0.03% chance that we were born.
Yeah, it'd be like, because like so many ancestors before us had to do something, obviously.
Well,
to
okay,
be
so
able to
have you ever
create.
thought about this? If the Adam and Eve story is real, then we're all brothers and sisters. Which is why do you think that priests call like, hey brother, hey sis, like in religion? Why do you think that?
That's a good idea.
Because if the Adam and Eve story is real,
But
then we're all brothers and sisters.
actually, here's the thing though: you are legally allowed to marry and like have sex with your second cousin because it's so far apart. It's already far enough in genetics to the point where it actually won't like make you disabled in any way. And yeah, it won't actually.
Like a child.
Yeah, like it won't like mess up your hands or something weird. You won't get some weird.
I don't think that really happens.
No, it really does. People get like weird eyes or something.
Oh, like aren't blue eyes a really like rare genetic misfunction? Because
I don't know.
You need like a long history of.
I've never heard of it. But what happened was
incest.
yeah, it's like so far apart to the point where it's legal and nothing will happen to the baby. But there's some really weird topics on the first episode.
I really love thinking about why am I seeing out of my eyes? Like it's such a crazy topic to think about. Like I could have been some random other dude and not even know you. I could be dead right now.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
True.
Like it's I love thinking about it, but I hate thinking about it because I don't have an answer.
Okay. All right. We'll start the next topic in a second, but let's quickly.
I want to talk about one more thing though.
Oh, real quick.
Do you believe in the multiverse theory?
What is that?
So the multiverse theory means that there's different multiverses for every different decision you make. So now there's probably
the butterfly
a universe where I'm dead. Or like there's an infinite amount of universes for how like that I'm in the
that's
dead
what
in.
each galaxy
and
could
there's
be.
And there's infinite amount of universes where I'm not even talking right now, or there's like I'm not even moving.
I could
it's
be
like every little decision you make, like breathing. There's probably a universe where I'm not breathing right now. It's crazy.
That's a good idea actually, or a good topic. I don't know, man. I you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'd say I feel like part of that is real, like. Because there's this other thing called the butterfly effect.
Where one thing you do can affect something in the future. Like if you go back in time, you fuck something. You could like flick a quarter at some black dude, and in the future he'd be like the superior of the human race.
Or if you don't do it, you end up being the president or something like that. But I do believe in that. Do you want to hear why? Because in like I think this is true. I'm not a crazy religious person. Like obviously I'm not going to try to start some religion thing, but I think somewhere in the Bible it says like God gave you like free will to make your choices or whatever. Like you can make any choice you want. So he doesn't have like your life planned out already. Like you're going to do this in this specific moment.
Have you watched the Loki series?
No.
Dude, okay, so are you planning to?
No, what is it?
Okay, so sorry, major spoilers coming up. So basically, Loki is like he messes up something in the timeline. He wasn't supposed to escape. Have you seen the last part where he escaped with the time cube or whatever? I don't remember what it's called. He escapes with that, and then he gets hunted down by timekeepers. The timekeepers make sure that the timeline stays straight and no extra timelines branch off.
Oh.
So, on the theory that you say that everyone has free will, what if everything is done on purpose? In the because
like everything's already planned out.
Yeah, because that's basically what Loki was trying to stop that from happening once he learned what it truly was. Because he said everyone deserves free will, but what the timekeepers were doing was making sure that if something wrong happened that wasn't planned in the timeline, like a different timeline would start to form. They'd make sure that never happened. So it was just one timeline that would,
But I don't think anyone's going to be planning on doing that in the real life at first.
Well, they probably wouldn't know how to.
Okay, fair point. So maybe there is a butterfly effect, and maybe there's not, because there's multiple ways to look at this, I guess. But let's see here. But do you believe in the butterfly effect, or do you believe that there's that your life is planned out?
I really don't know. I feel like it'd be interesting because I feel like if you did words are hard. If you did go back in time and did something wrong, that something in the future would fuck up. Like if you saved Martin Luther King from dying.
But how do you know that possibly is already planned out in your life? Like this is going off a different thing. Like this, like you going back in time could be a part of your life, but it also couldn't.
That's true.
Think about it. So maybe we are planned out because there's supposed to be like real time travel. Do you believe in time traveling?
Well, there is actually people making time traveling things right now, but it only works for light. So basically, I saw this documentary on YouTube or something.
What do you mean it only works for light?
So this guy made
Doesn't it work by like you start it then, and then once you choose to go back, you go back to that point where you started or something?
Yeah. So basically, this guy made a time machine with quotations. What it is, it's a big giant spiral that goes so fast with the light. Like he shoots a light through it, and it's really big, and then it goes smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it disappears. So basically, that only works to the point where he first made it and it actually worked. So that's where the light will go back to. Him in the future sends the light, and it'll only go back to when he first made it and it worked.
What will happen once you go back to your let's say you go back in time. So what happens when you go into the future? Like what do you think could happen? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, do you think there's a chance of someone like of you, like you could see yourself, or would that not really work? Because
if you see yourself, entirety of reality would collapse.
All right. Well, we're gonna change the topic in a sec, but let's talk about the podcast and upcoming like stuff for the channel. So obviously, some of you guys know about the documentary. If you've seen the 4 years of video, yeah, we're doing a documentary. We obviously have the second channel up. It's been up for a little bit. Let's see, what else are we doing? Oh, we're planning on doing 24-hour challenges, too. We're going to do that.
And urban exploration.
Oh, yeah, urban exploration.
If you can find anything to explore.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not sure if it's going to be urban, but it's just going to be like us exploring places and stuff like that. It could be. It could just be like this is just an example. This is probably not going to happen, but like the Amazon rainforest. It could be just something like cool, or it could be something
like abandoned places.
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I was trying to go for. Thank you. I couldn't actually remember the word. So. But, yeah, that's just what's going to be happening. I hope you guys do like this podcast. If this doesn't go well, we probably won't make another episode.
Well, watch the audio be bad.
Well, it probably is going to be bad, but all right.
Trial and error.
We'll do 2 more topics, all right? And then we'll end our episode there.
All right.
All right, you come up with the topic.
Ooh, okay. I kind of just spattered out everything I liked earlier on the why am I in my brain and stuff. If you think about it, the brain named itself.
Oh my god!
This is a random fact. Let's see. What can I? Should we go off like crazy stuff and just change like to more standard stuff?
Yeah, we can do anything, like any topic.
What do you think is gonna? All right, how about this? We're gonna be kind of crazy stuff. What do you think VR is gonna come to in the next 10 years? What do you think advances are gonna be made in VR?
Like VR, like Oculus stuff?
Yeah, like what do you think is gonna Like,
Okay.
you think that people are gonna make Ready Player One kind of stuff?
Where like it becomes real life or something? Or?
Not real life, but just like a big giant hub for different people to play in, and it's like insane tracking, and it's just like the little visor thing. Like, you think that's gonna happen, or like someone's gonna make the Oasis and stuff?
I haven't really seen Ready Player One, so could you explain it to me a little bit?
How have you not seen Ready Player One?
Can you explain it to me a little bit?
I
would say it's probably in the future.
You'd have to really watch it to like understand what most.
So
is
he gets
happening.
a VR thing, I'm guessing.
Everyone in the world has a VR head. Well, almost everyone, and they all basically what happens is everyone becomes so addicted to the VR world that they kind of forget about the real world.
Okay.
Like they can literally eat in VR and it'd fill them up IRL.
Oh really?
Like that's how far like
so
they
basically
advanced
real
in.
life becomes VR.
Kind of, yeah.
But
like
what-
you'd see people,
what
you'd
would it-
drive IRL around, and you'd see people in like the sidewalks and the streets in VR.
How would you like? Oh gosh, I don't think in 10 years it will be like that, but I feel like it could be like that in the next century.
Yeah.
I don't think 10 years, but I think it could be pretty advanced because the world it's going so fast where it's like the amount of like scientific like crap basically it's like going up so fast. Like 1 year it'd be like you make this stuff and you progress this much. The next year you'll probably double that progress. The next year you'll like triple it or something like that. So I think I think there's gonna be a lot of people doing VR stuff, and you know what I mean. Like what do you think? Let's hear your opinion, and maybe I can go off something.
Well, I think there's going to be some advancements in VR. Probably
Well,
not like that
obviously.
eating it in VR and being full IRL. But I feel like there's going to be like maybe someone's going to make like glasses, like what's his name, Tony Stark's glasses,
Okay.
where like he can see the visor
yeah.
and stuff, and then maybe like turn something like that into the VR. Like Ready Player One, he what's his name? I don't remember his name.
Jason.
Yep, definitely. He has like the visors you put on and it's fine. I think those are maybe made, maybe not. It's kind of 50-50, maybe like next 20 years or so.
Okay.
It'll be made. But I feel like something like that's definitely going to come up soon. Because already in the Oculus Quest 2, you can double tap, like they have cameras, you can double tap and you see the real world. And if you're in a certain spot, like you're with your guardian, you can still see part of the game and in the real world, which would be kind of cool. Have you seen the 360 treadmill?
No.
That people can connect to their VR headset and they walk on the treadmill. It keeps them stationary, but they start walking in the game instead of using the remote controller.
Oh, jeez, really?
Yeah, instead of using the stick, you can just walk on the treadmill and then you go forward in the game. But the only problem with that is like you can like start running and then you can like lift yourself up and the treadmill will still be going and you'll still be walking in the game. Which I feel like they'd have to somehow figure out the like pressure sensitivity that the person's actually on it.
Oh, yeah.
And like how like figuring out how to like jump in the thingy and then jumping in the game. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
I think there's some people already trying to make that.
Oh.
And haptic gloves.
Well, obviously, you've thought about this topic a lot.
Yep.
We're in a library, by the way. We decided, I don't know why, just random, but we decided to go to the library. And this is actually where we're filming it. We're not sitting out in the open, don't worry. But we're actually like, we're in like a private room right now recording this.
No, we're just screaming.
Yeah.
And swearing in the
Yes.
library.
Well, we might be a little loud, but.
There's a door.
Oh, yeah. True. But, let's see here, what was I gonna say? Oh, should we head to our final topic then? Of the episode, and then we'll call it a day?
Sure.
Alright, last topic.
You make it. I'm
All right.
too lazy too.
Topic. Okay,
What? That was fast. Jesus Christ.
this is just kind of a standard topic you might see in school or something.
What?
Like, just kind of like a random...
Politics. Ooh.
Dude, that would piss everyone off.
Yeah. You said one wrong thing, your entire world is over.
I know. But...
I'm independent. That settles that. I don't support Trump. I don't support Biden. Get bugged.
Okay.
I support whoever I feel like supporting.
Alright, yeah, like I said, this is kind of like a generic topic. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Damn, I'm kidding. I kind of well, actually, this like next 2 years, I'm thinking I'm trying to like buying and selling jet skis. So buying broken ones, fixing them up, and then
Oh, yeah, you
selling
told
them.
me about this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a different topic then, because we've already talked about this behind.
What do you consider a successful person?
What do I consider a successful person? Okay, I'd say considering, like, this is kind of generic, to the point where they're happy. But if you're going off...
Well, you could be happy and homeless.
True.
Do you consider a homeless man successful?
Are you talking about, like, successful mentally, or, like, as a person?
Like other people consider you successful.
Okay. I'd say having obviously a decent job that pays maybe 6 figures, maybe a little bit under, maybe like $70,000 to up to higher.
Yeah.
So 8 figures.
Like $70,000 a year or a month.
A year, for sure a month. But let's see here. Yeah, doing like around that and money wise, having a nice house, a family. I don't know, you're happy with your life. Mentally, you're doing good. I guess that...
Ooh, I have one other question for you. So, if you were rich, would you buy this big, giant house that cost a lot yearly?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you buy a smaller house that fits you and doesn't cost as much, so you don't waste as much money?
Depends. Do I have a family?
Yeah.
Okay, if I have a family with, like
a house that fits everyone. It's like, you don't have, like, 13 extra rooms.
Okay, yeah, I don't...
5-car garage.
I'm not going to have a...
Just, like, modern royalty stuff.
5-car garage.
There's people with like 8-car garages.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because I'm probably not gonna have kids when I get older. I probably won't. Just knowing who I am, I would probably not be suited for being a good
I want
parent.
kids. I want at least 2.
If I was gonna have kids, I wouldn't just have one. I'd have 2 because then the other one might get lonely if
Yeah.
like
I did when I grew up.
Eat shit.
So what? You don't have one that's close related to you?
Kids? Siblings.
Do you have children?
Siblings.
Children.
You mean siblings, you idiot? Yes, I do. Alexis and Alyssa, and sometimes Delaney.
I know, but they're like 5 years younger than you.
No, Alexis is only 2 years.
Oh, that's true.
Like,
it would have been great.
I farted. It smells really bad.
Oh my god.
And so yeah. Got him, classy.
Alright, keep going. Are you done? What do you think consider successful?
Yeah.
Alright, my turn.
Oh wait, you were asking me a question about what would I would do, like with the.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, because I probably won't have kids. I probably would have like let's say, probably a 3-bedroom house, 2-bathroom, like that, and just like one as like a guest bed or like a couple guest bedrooms or something, and probably like a 2 or 3-car garage. That's not terrible. It's a decent size. Like my garage at my house is pretty nice.
With all that stuff in it.
Oh yeah, with all that stuff in it, it's not as nice, but it's decently big. A nice lawn, probably. I might get a dog. So yeah, I need a somewhat decent house. So yeah, probably something like that. So not some crazy house, but a middle of the road, a little bit nicer house.
Yeah. What I consider successful is someone with a decent job that pays well, so they don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. But if I needed to live, like, if you would you rather live paycheck to paycheck happy, or live with a ton of money and unhappy?
Oh gosh. Is there any way I could get happy with the money?
Well, it's like a would you rather. Would you rather live paycheck to paycheck and be happy? So
basically barely surviving.
Or be rich and not be happy?
So barely surviving and happy and...
Barely surviving. That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Maybe I might actually do the rich one, because I get really stressed out really easily, and because like obviously money and getting a job later in life is going to be super stressful for me, and I'd rather just be set with that to cut out the stressfulness in it, because the stressful might not make me as happy. So by barely surviving, and I said it again, barely surviving. But
alright, anyways, back to the topic where it was my turn. Yeah, fuck you. Basically, what I consider a successful person is someone who lives with like not paycheck to paycheck, but like, not hating on anyone who lives paycheck to paycheck, of course. Okay. But like, they don't live paycheck to paycheck. They still have some extra money so they can do fun things.
Yeah.
And they have a family, like a girlfriend, wife, husband, gay people.
Whatever. Trannies.
And they have a decent house that fits them, and a car that gives them to A to B that kind of looks a little bit flashy, but not too flashy. Shut up. I consider them a successful person. Someone who lives a bit better than paycheck to paycheck, so they can do more fun things, and they have a family that they love. They're happy, and yeah.
Alright.
They live in like a decent house.
Okay, same question for you though. Paycheck to paycheck.
I'd rather live paycheck to paycheck than be happy.
Okay. That was quickly. You already thought about this.
Yeah, I'd rather be happy than be rich and not happy.
So you think that's it for the episode?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that was pretty decent.
That was actually pretty good. Obviously, other episodes are probably going to be a little bit longer.
Like an hour.
Yeah, probably something like that, because it's just the first episode. We don't have much to go off of. Probably go like to 6 topics next time. But
that was 6 topics. That was I think that was like 4.
That was like 4 or 5. But
yeah, we'll just talk and then hope it does well.
Yeah. So yeah, we're the Crazy Leaves podcast. I hope you like this episode. This is going to be scuffed later. I already know it. But if you guys want to see this more, comment down below. If not, then go screw yourself. But Aries,
wow, that's rude.
You want to say goodbye, guys? Basically.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you in the next one.
Bomb Syria.
End it.